we would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
Oh, not yet. Friday, boys and girls. Happy Friday to you as you hit a weekend where the Olympics will start to wind down. College basketball will continue to heat up. The NBA will rev up again. And baseball spring training will start up. Good morning as you get up. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The sports animal, Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. How you living?
Know what it do?
You all right? You're home this weekend, right?
That is correct.
You get a home game against Air Force, correct?
Yes.
It's the last time Air Force beat New Mexico in women's basketball.
It's been a while, but do not expect this to be a cakewalk.
Why not?
That's
Isn't it always
the
like
story of the season? And by the way, I've said this before.
Yeah.
Women's basketball
Yeah.
will be competitive for the Falcons.
Why do you think that will?
It's just a different level of talent.
All
And
right.
you've seen it this year with the Falcons 6-10 in Mountain West play, 12-14 overall.
So they beat some people. Just they don't beat New Mexico.
Beat Grand Canyon 2 games ago.
Yeah. Yep. And Lobos hit a buzzer beater to beat Grand Canyon just 2 nights ago. All right. We got a lot to do on a Friday as we head into a busy weekend where the Lobo men will be in Fresno tomorrow for a Mountain West Conference game. 5 games left on the regular season schedule for the Lobo men. We'll get into them, the conference, what's going on in the league this week. There's Jeff Grammer wrote an interesting story, kind of stuff that we've whispered about a little bit too. I mean, the retention and Coach Eric Olin's name being in the rumor mill for jobs. You saw it published in a CBS story. I believe it was CBS as a potential candidate for the Kansas State job. His name's everywhere when you hear Arizona State come up, right? And Bobby Hurley most likely going to get relieved of that job, and the fact that there's uncertainty in the leadership roles at the University of New Mexico. Jason X sat right here a week and a half ago, and he said, yeah, I'm concerned about that too. The president is retiring. You don't know who the president's going to be. They are on a search for an athletic director. You have an interim athletic director. So the president and the athletic director who hired you are not going to be here. Well, one's not here, and the other one's not going to be here by the summer. And so the uncertainty is real. And as schools come trying to poach your coach, how is that? And Eric Olin said the same thing in the story that Jeff Grammer just wrote or published this morning. And he said, yeah, there's uncertainty here, and there's it's a little unsettling, but I'm committed. Anybody can write anything on the internet, and we have expectations, and I'm here now. And he said all the right things as you would expect. He's super good with what he says. Eric Olin is. He handles all the situations right. When you talked to him about winning 20 games, his answer to me was, whatever, everybody does that. Well, not really. Rick Pitino didn't do it. Richard Pitino didn't do it, and Richard McKay didn't do it. Who I know I watched his team last night, and Fran Fraschilla didn't do it. Not everybody. But when you listen to it, and I was reading Grammer's story this morning about, the coach poaching thing and the uncertainty at the leadership levels. And hell, man, people come in, they want their own people. Now, if I'm an AD and I come in, I want these 2 coaches. I'm doing everything I can to keep these 2 coaches. And I'm doing everything I can to ingratiate myself with these 2 coaches. And I think that would be something that, hopefully the committee leans forward and when they look at Ryan Behrman and says, man, how do my basketball and football coach feel about Ryan Behrman? And if that's going to help maybe keep my coaches, maybe that's a feather on that side. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. This is a situation where you have coaches that are successful, and especially with what Coach Eck was able to do, the way he was able to ignite the community and the football program. You want to have someone with the ability to come in and build a strong relationship, or already have that relationship, as you just laid out with Ryan Berryman. And this is a situation for UNM. Don't mess with Happy.
So you like Ryan as the guy?
I think he's a strong candidate.
Yeah.
There's, of
I do
course,
too.
you know,
Well-
when you have a search and there's always names you don't know, and they end up being good for jobs. But I think with what UNM has gone through just in the last 2 years with a football coach, with an AD, you do have someone that, if his big job comes up, absolutely, he's going to take it, as should any of these guys. But someone that's shown you that they're invested in that university, in this community.
If the biggest reason to not hire Ryan is his age, and I think he's 33 years old, then I think that's the wrong reason. Fernando was 36, right? If you think Ryan Berryman checks all the boxes, then, but the reason, well, I mean, he's 33, then I think that's the wrong reason to not hire him. He's got the respect of pretty much everybody over there. Ryan's a good dude. Ryan's a smart guy. Ryan's been around and seen a lot of things. What are you looking for in your AD? Can he raise funds? Ryan, I believe. I mean, he's been around it. I don't know how that far into the weeds. Is Ryan the most dynamic guy when he walks into a room? He's not maybe Fernando when it comes to that, but can he become that? I think once he becomes more secure and it's his job, I think he can become that guy. But if he checks all your boxes, but wow, he's too young, or he hasn't been in a Power Four. I know there's an infatuation with this committee that they want something. Somebody's got to be in the Power Four and whatever. That's great, and they'll go right back there tomorrow, right? Just like Fernando. Is that what you need? You got something rolling pretty good right now. I know this is not 100% because we've seen it, and you've got the obvious example. When you make a move because your coach or your AD moves up because things are going really well, that to me is a time to consider promoting internally. When you make a move because you had to fire someone or move on from someone because things aren't going well, to me, that's a time to look external and figure out, all right, how do we reset this thing? I'm not sure I feel, and I'm talking specifically about your two revenue generating sports, men's basketball and football, that you need a reset. Your other sports are pretty successful too. Academically, you're doing pretty well. Going into your new league, it feels like you're in a pretty good position as far as resources compared to your peers. I don't know. I mean, that feels to me like a reason I would consider looking.
I think the way you laid that out is a really good way to look at it.
505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com and JJ@sportsanimalabq.com. We can get into this. It's an interesting read. This was Eric Olin's quote in Jeff Grammer's story this morning in the Albuquerque Journal. Quote, "I don't want to speculate about the future. There's obviously some uncertainty here. But I would just say that I have a really good relationship with RB, Ryan Berryman. I have a lot of confidence in him. And, we're in regular communication." And quote. What else do you want him to say? You want him to say I'm going to be here forever? No coach is going to tell you that, nor should any coach tell you that. I mean, look, the reality is the reality. You've been through it how many times? And I don't know that I think Kansas State's the place, but I mean, I don't know. Everybody, is that the opportunity? Same league as Arizona State. Arizona State's building a brand new indoor football facility. They got money they're throwing around. It's the region, and Kansas, the region, probably not. If Arizona State comes and offers you $3.5 million, you go to the Big 12, are you going? I don't know, probably, right?
You're not rejecting the call.
Well, sure. And so, I mean, you understand what's going on, and that's what success does. And like Eric Olin said at the bottom of the story here, he said, quote, "Anyone can write anything on the internet. I'm focused on the most important thing. We're committed to what we're doing here and trying to do a great job here. The reality is our expectation is to have a lot of success. Our job is to win games here. A place like New Mexico, if you have success, and we saw it on the football side, then people write stuff on the internet. The alternative is worse. End quote.
The alternative is they're writing about your replacement.
Mm-hmm. They're writing
Not
about
because
you
you're taking
being
another job.
replaced. Yeah, you being replaced. Yeah. So, look, I don't think this surprises anybody that I mean, you've all been whispering it. You may not want to say it out loud. Rammer said it out loud this morning in the paper. You're going into poaching season. Here we go. And when there's success, you gotta be careful, right? Jared Kill had success down at New Mexico State. He ended up in a pretty good spot in Vanderbilt, right? Because quarterback. Richard Pitino had success at New Mexico, ended up in a pretty good spot. Dang.
The Big East is like, maybe that football money ain't so bad.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the Big East is a grind too, and it's a little different at Xavier, right, than it was at New Mexico as far as victory. All right, we're going to go through a lot of hoops. Big night high school hoop last night. Big games. One played 3. How did that go? Well, it went double overtime. I'll tell you all about that. Women's hockey was really cool. Did you catch any of that during the day? The gold medal game, USA versus Canada. And then Alyssa Liu last night winning the gold in figure skating for the first time in a long time for the United States. We get into the Bears thing. There's a lot of NBA stuff. Big weekend of college hoops coming at you. So we got a ton to do. 505-246-0610 is how you get to us today. Area code 505-246-0610. Your emails come in today like they do all the time. Jeff at sportsanimалabq.com. JJ at sportsanimалabq.com. On the X, it's _JJ Buck, and we're on TV. We're on Xfinity, channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. We are on our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, and on the YouTube channel for ProView Networks. Adrian's in this morning putting on a quality visual product for you to enjoy. So when we come back, a little more on the weekend in the college hoops, what to get ready for. Lobos going to Fresno State. I want to get into the great high school stuff last night. Wherever you want to go, it's your Friday today on the opening drive. Fellas, how you feeling? I know I ask you this every day. I'm going to keep asking you until you take care of yourself. Vita Vital Medical is here to help you. If you're feeling tired, fatigued, struggling, losing muscle, losing focus, just you don't feel like you, it's natural. And as guys get older, these things are natural. Could be signs of low T, hormone imbalance. There's some help for you, and it's Vita Vital Medical. They're Albuquerque's experts in specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, and peptide therapy that helps you restore your strength and your energy and your confidence and your performance, both on and off the field. They're local, right here in Albuquerque. They know it works. It's proven all over the world, and they will help you get back in the game with a program that's focused on you. They take the time to understand your goals. They listen to you. What's happening with your body? How long has it been happening? Really, what do you feel? What do you want? What are your goals? What are you looking for? They create a plan tailored specifically for you. So don't sit on the sidelines anymore. Take action today and feel better now. The number's 505-240-8559. 505-240-8559. You can visit VitaVitalMedical.com. That's V-I-D as in David A, V-I-T as in Thomas A-L. VitaVitalMedical.com and get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Boswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more.
All right, big day of hoops tomorrow here on our stations. On the Sports Animal tomorrow, 12:30 pregame at 1 o'clock tip. Lobo women's basketball, Air Force in New Mexico in the pit. Lobo's coming off that buzzer beater in Phoenix to beat Grand Canyon a few nights ago. Then over on News Radio KKOB, 5:30 pregame and 6 o'clock tip. It'll be Lobo men's basketball there in Fresno to take on the Bulldogs. Last time they'll be at the Save Mart Center. Kind of weird, man. All these like last times in, who knows when. I mean, I don't want to say last time ever because I have no idea, but I mean, when's the next time San Diego State's coming to town? By the way, we'll have 2 tickets to give away twice today. We'll do that at 8:10 and 9:10 this morning to go see the Lobos in San Diego State next Saturday. When's the next time they're going to be? Maybe
never.
I mean, it could be.
Not the way that they act.
Well, the way it is now. I mean, Brian Dutcher's like, yeah, why am I playing non-conference games at altitude? Because, I mean, altitude will kill you. Like, I'd rather smoke a pack of cigarettes. I mean, honestly, that's the way
it comes across that way.
Well, seriously, altitude's worse than smoking, I mean.
Yeah, it says the team that played a basketball game on an aircraft carrier, but okay.
They did. They played, was that the Syracuse game they lose?
That was.
Was that the super windy day? It was like 36, 35.
But like, we'll play basketball outside, like in a park with gusty winds before we ever step inside an arena at altitude again.
We're not going, well, unless it's Colorado State
unless it's in Fort Collins.
Or Logan. Yeah. Yeah. Then we'll do that because then it's okay.
It's different altitude.
Yeah. Because, it's altitude and then.
Just dry altitude.
Yeah. Exactly. All right, let's go to the Inland Empire. That's not altitude. That's That's basically below sea level. Bruin James, good morning. How you living?
Oh, living large today. Ooh, living large. 23-1 over Auburn. Ooh, man.
23-1 over Auburn.
Softball.
What was it? Softball?
Softball.
All right.
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about Mick Cronin, do you? See, I mean that doesn't register on the UCLA meter anymore.
Mick Cronin is doing a wonderful job.
Yes, he is. He makes highlights every day. He makes the headlines every single time they play. Yes.
Mick Cronin is doing. He's got an extension. He's got what he wanted. He's doing a wonderful job.
Okay.
You know what? I got nothing against him. I belong to the Woodland Athletic Fund. I belong to the Bruin bench. He's doing a wonderful job.
Boy. All right, you continue being 6th, 7th place in the Big Ten because that's the Bruin way. You know better.
Have a good one, guys.
See you,
Take
man.
care. All right.
All right, 23-1 they beat Auburn. Who knew?
They're a softball school now. Always has been, always will
as
be.
long as Mick Cronin's not out there yelling at those ladies, man. They're a softball school. All right, hoops last night, folks. District 5 or 1-5A is crazy. That's 3 of the best teams in the state. The defending champs are there. Volcano Vista. Top ranked Rio Rancho is there. 3rd ranked Cleveland is there. And Cleveland played Rio Rancho last night, and that was 1 versus 3. They played it at Cleveland. They went double overtime. Cleveland 86, Rio Rancho 80. That means that the Cleveland Storm and Volcano Vista Hawks tie for first place in that district. They're going to play on Monday at Cibola at a neutral site, although it'll be packed. The winner will be the number 1 seed for the 1-5A tournament. The loser goes to the 2 seed, and the Rio Rancho goes down to 3. And the regular season for the entire state, it's postseason for high school hoops. It ends on Saturday. I think we got state wrestling this weekend. It's that time. It's championship time for these winter sports. So that was big. And then Jordan Dyer, the just great basketball player, the girls basketball player at La Cueva, had 22 points last night. They beat Monsanto. JJ, she hit that 2,000 point mark for her high school career. And there's no 8th year seniors here. This is regular old high school career.
That is buckets.
Right? Buckets. By the way, did you see Bella Hines getting some time for LSU the other day? And Kim Mulkey was asked, what did you see when you put Bella Hines? And she says, I saw a freshman that I need to get a lot more playing time.
Ooh, that's a big comment.
Yeah, it was. And Kim Mulkey was kind of in a Mick Cronin mood right there. But Bella Hines, who's now playing at LSU,
she played 16 minutes against Ole Miss.
Yeah. What'd she score?
0 points.
0 points. All right. How about the game before that? Was that? I don't remember which game it was. I just remember putting it on my list. I got to mention that because, you go there, you're probably not going to play right away.
Yeah, she had 6 points in 6 minutes when they lost to South Carolina.
That might be that might have been.
But that's one. She is a very good young talent, but that's LSU. Not a lot of true freshmen cracking that lineup.
Yeah, no, I mean that's one of the elite programs in America, and so, yeah. All right, I watched a little Conference USA last night, and I tell you this because it matters for New Mexico State, because there's 2 teams in Conference USA who will not make the conference tournament. The last 2 teams. And right now there's a 3-way tie for 9th, 10th, or 10th, 11th, 12th. You have to finish 10th. Delaware, Florida International, and New Mexico State. FIU is 5-9. They went to Liberty, play Richie McKay's team, little national TV game. Richie McKay's got Liberty at 23-3 and 15-0 in Conference USA. And Florida International had every chance to beat them, just like the Aggies did on their home floor. But this was at Liberty in Lynchburg. FIU, it was a crazy game. Dude, okay, FIU had it won. They had the ball, JJ, with 18 seconds to go or 20 seconds to go. Got an offensive rebound, and a kid's dribbling, full court pressure, so he's in the backcourt. Kid's dribbling with his right hand and kind of, his arm went out like this. His left arm got extended, His left arm, whilst he's dribbling, hit the defender in the face. They call an offensive foul on him. All right. Well, they go back and review it. It's a flagrant one. Totally inadvertent, but it was like, guys kind of running and his left arm came out, scraped the guy in the face. Liberty gets the ball down, they get 2 shots down to make both free throws to get the ball. Last shot, miss it, go to overtime. Or no, last shot, there were 20 seconds left on the shot clock, 26. So they took a shot. Florida International comes down, gets a wide open look at 3. I mean, wide open practice 3, missed it, go to overtime. In overtime, FIU's up a bunch, and somehow Liberty comes back and they steal that game. So that would have killed the Aggies in a large respect, because that would put FIU a game ahead of them. Aggies play UTEP this weekend. Aggies just got to win some games. I mean, that's the bottom line. They won their last game at Jacksonville State. They play UTEP this weekend, and then they got to go to Western Kentucky and Middle Tennessee before coming home for Jack State and Kennesaw. Western Kentucky's 8-7. Jack State's 8-7. Kennesaw's 7-8. I mean, everybody's right in the middle of that pack. Nobody's, there's one team that just feels like they're better than everybody, but every time I watch them, they're winning by 1 point at the buzzer. And that's Liberty. If you had to place a bet now, Aggie's going to make that tournament. It's so crazy. Are the Aggies going to finish 10th or better in Conference USA?
What happened?
Yeah. Are they going to finish better than 10th out of 12 in Conference USA?
Better than 10th? No.
10th or better?
Maybe 10th.
Well, if they beat UTEP this weekend, they go to 6-10. They tie UTEP for that 9th spot. I can't believe we're having this conversation. But that's the conversation, and Lobo fans rolling their eyes. But I'm like, dude, Lobo fan, like, it matters to you. Can I tell you why? Because this is your net ranking thing, and the more they lose, the closer it gets to a quad 4 loss for you guys. You don't need that mess. I'm stunned. Jason, we need, man. Give me a poem. Jason, Jerome, where the hell did you go? You got to be a little vocal when things are kind of where they are now too. I'm stunned. I'm not going to lie to you. With that program in that league, that kind of, they're 169 right now, JJ, in the net, 169. I'm stunned. Especially they started out 6-0, right?
Yes, they did.
They beat the Lobos. They looked really good. When they beat the Lobos, they were athletic. They were fast. They were bouncy. It was 76-68. Now, granted, they started out 6-0 by beating Adams State and Highlands and Samford. But beat New Mexico. Yeah, crazy. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff@sportsanimalabq.com and JJ@sportsanimalabq.com. I want to get in the Olympics a little bit. Pretty good watch. Did you spend some time a little bit in the afternoon yesterday? Did you, wherever you were, did you have the
OT, baby?
Did you have, in the office?
Back days for the U.S.
That? Yeah. No,
the men over Sweden, which was a fantastic game, and then the women bringing home the gold, because that's what we want. Gold medals.
Texas girl that finished it off. So we'll get there and what it means in the Olympics last night. Now that we're getting down to handing out the hardware, it was pretty cool. Hey, weather's going to be nice this weekend. I'm going to spend some time in my yard because I love my yard, because Labarge Landscape made me love my yard again. They'll do that for you as well. Labarge Landscape took care of my front yard. My backyard just got away from me. It just needed cleanup. It needed just a little TLC. Grass needed to come back. Sprinklers needed to work. Some of those trees needed to be removed. Some of those shrubs needed to be cut back. They'll do it for you too. You want a full landscape transformation? They'll take care of that for you as well, because that's what they do. Water features, pavers, maybe a putting green, whatever it is you want, get it done now, because the nice weather is coming and you don't want to get on a list and miss half of next summer because the project's getting done. Call Labarge Landscape, 33 years plus of experience creating wonderful, beautiful landscapes in Albuquerque. Family owned, family operated, bonded, licensed, and insured. What that means to you is they will do what they say they're going to do. And in my case, what I found, they do a whole lot more. They do it better than they say they're going to do it. You're going to get years of enjoyment from a landscape transformation. You will love this. Remember, the people who enjoy their new landscape in the spring, and it's coming quick, those are the people who call Labarge Landscape now. You just need a cleanup like I did, or maybe you still have the leaves down. You need some shrubs pruned. Labarge Landscape does that as well. Go to their website. It's labargelandscape.com. labargelandscape.net, Labarge, labargelandscape.net. Bounce around the gallery, look at some of the beautiful landscapes they've created, and then call them for an appointment at 505-345-3000, area code 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's Labarge Landscape.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are one Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Not sure how much you're watching the Olympics, or last night was a good night to kind of catch it. The college hoop selection was a little barren. There was no NBA last night. So flipped over and caught a little speed skating. JJ kind of enjoyed the speed skating, although the American stud finished with a silver, but I'm fine with that.
Not on board with Detroit basketball.
I mean,
beating the Knicks.
I'm on board with it. I just like I said,
gotta do in the playoffs now.
Yeah, no, that's probably the 2 best teams in the East, right? Knicks and Pistons. Yeah, who won last night?
Detroit blew their doors off.
Love that. Flat out love that. Flat out.
42 points, Cade Cunningham.
Who's a stud. So yeah, the NBA's back, so I flipped over and watched the Little Olympics last night. Got a little Jordan Stoltz, the speed skating stud, who finished with a silver because China's Ning Zhangyan won the gold with an Olympic record. Kind of cool. I always like. Do you like that the speed skating that round that rink, and it's a big giant circle, but
I prefer my speed skating in squares, but
okay.
I can get on board with circles.
in squares.
Just kidding. I don't prefer it. I watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
Because it's the Olympics.
Okay.
Sports I would never watch outside of the Olympics.
But is there anything like, I mean, I'll turn on the Olympics. I'm like, yeah, okay. But there's a few that I'm like, yeah.
I will say I have no idea how curling.
Okay.
I still don't
I do
know
kind of
the
get it. It's like that shuffleboard you play in the bar with your buddies, right? That same sort of system. But sweep.
I'm sure if someone just explained it to me real quick, it'd be fine, but I don't remember.
Yeah. It's pretty. But yeah, so I watched that. Watched Alyssa Liu, the girl from California, just super chill skate and win the gold in the free skate for I guess she unretired at like 18. She was retired at 20 or at 16. I'm going to retire at 16. Yeah. And she came back. I thought that was really cool. And you can appreciate greatness, whether I totally understand it or not. And I listen to them. Oh, she gets a point deduction there because she fell off her axle or okay. And then the hockey yesterday, dude. Did you watch? So did you have that on in the afternoon? The USA women's hockey.
I did catch late game action in the overtime winner.
So they had scored 5 goals at least in each one of their games going in. The United States had, and they hit the gold medal game against Canada. I say against. Okay. And Canada scored a shorthanded goal. That was the only goal they scored early. And their goaltender was great. United States pulled their goaltender about 2.5 minutes to go in the third period. And they score, go to overtime. And then Hillary Knight in overtime with the golden goal.
Good night now.
Yeah, Ryan, our guy, Ryan comes in town, does our sports information for the bowl game, and this is the show. I guess that's his neighbor, Hillary Knight. Yeah. And he sent me a picture. I'm like, wow, that's kind of cool. Can you get her on with us? Golden goal last night. Like, how cool? How does it get any
go
better?
Over like, here's a casserole. Congratulations.
Yeah. Hey, will you call this guy? Seriously, what do you do? Congratulations, here's a casserole.
Made some cookies.
Yeah, you probably bring her a bottle of champagne or something. I don't know. But it was a record-setting goal for Knight. He's the all-time leader in Olympic goals, 15. Got 35 points. How insane would that be? Right? Just to be the person who scores that goal. That's one that lives forever, right?
Yes. Beating Canada.
If you beat them,
OT winner.
Yeah, you beat them 4-2, whatever. I mean, that's big and it matters and you care. I'm not telling you. Actually, it was Megan Keller. Hillary Knight had the tying goal. It was Megan Keller had the winning goal. Megan Keller had the winning goal. Hillary Knight with the tying goal, which was a tip right in front, a deflection. It was Megan Keller. But I mean, you beat them 3-1, and it's a win, right? It's a big deal, and it matters. And yeah, we won the gold, and we beat. But you beat them. You come back, you score with your goalie out, go into overtime, and then you score the. I mean, that's just different, man. That's just special. And so we're gonna get men's hockey. We're in the semis, and everybody. Well, I say everybody. North America is hoping both the United States and Canada win, so we get a U.S.-Canada gold medal. Although. Something tells me we're not.
Ooh. Well, both teams had to win in overtime.
Yeah, to get to the semi. Yeah. It's good.
It's fun. I enjoyed it. They know Wednesday afternoon, a lot of people in the hotel lobby were like, "Oh, okay, U.S. Sweden watching that game." Tune into it. It was a lot of fun. And Canada though. I know it took them overtime, but that roster.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Tell you, I had this on instead of the Genesis. Normally on a Thursday afternoon, come 1:00, I usually put the golf on in the office. Tired of the politics at that point. I usually put that on, but I had the hockey on yesterday in the office. It was really cool. And then I really enjoyed, and I'm not a big figure skating guy, enough. But I don't know, something about I get what?
Stop your ice dancing.
Well, it feels like that's, if you watch NBC's prime time, it feels like that's all they feed you, right? And I get it. That's what people love, that stuff, and that's the demo they're looking for. And I'm not mad at it. That's why the Lord invented a remote.
Take your ice dancing somewhere else.
Yeah, I can go watch Hofstra play Hampton if I want to. I'm fine with that. But it was the final. It was medal night of the women's free skate. It was 4-minute skate, and I found it really, really cool. And just the way this Alyssa Liu, and again, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to break down ice skating.
Come on, Jeff.
But powerful and graceful.
You can break it down.
Super, like the girl before I was watching, it's like, okay, she's, way more effort going into her jumps. And this young lady from Oakland with the 3-toned hair and just the grace and the power, it was fluid. It was nails. I mean, we watch sports. You can appreciate sport, right?
Oh, of course.
I don't care if it's tennis, ice skating, or basketball, man. You can appreciate a good performance. And I enjoyed it last night. So I should have watched the Knicks get blown out by the Pistons, is what you're telling me?
Well, the first half was interesting.
Was it?
Detroit pulls away, but that was on the table. Basketball was back. That's the beauty of sports entertainment. You can select what you want to watch.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Whether it's online, streaming service.
Audra was watching
Rabbit ears.
Netflix. Yeah, she was watching
Netflix on. And
Black Cake.
Circling back real quick to the hockey. If you don't know, you need to know.
Okay.
Macklin Celebrini, 19 years old. Number 1 overall pick for the Sharks 2024. Team Canada. This dude's the next in the league.
Sid the Kid. Macklin.
He is phenomenal.
Is Crosby playing? He got hurt the other day.
Lower body injury, they don't believe it's serious.
Lower body, his knee buckled. Yeah. I mean, you call lower body all you want. I guess the knee is lower body. I watched his knee buckle.
That's how they classify everything in hockey.
Yeah, I understand. Now, it's not just hockey. I was doing Lobo basketball the other day. Okay, what's Milos out with?
There's no such
lower
thing
body
as
injury.
Injuries in college basketball.
Yeah, it's a lower body. It's enough. Oh. Yeah, we've completely taken that away from hockey. All right, 505-246-0610. We'll give away some tickets, 8:10 and 9:10 this morning to go see the Lobo men against San Diego State a week from tomorrow out at the Pit. Last time that's going to happen at the Pit, and Lord knows how long. So, and they're sold out. But we got some tickets that we're sharing with you all. So we'll do that coming up at 8:10, and we'll do it at 9:10. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by...
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of Celebrity Green synthetic putting greens and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1980,
Thomas Jewelers is my jeweler. They'll be yours the second you walk in the door. If you've already been there, probably already your jeweler. It's just an amazing place. Unlike any other jewelry store, period. And now they're offering you something that no other jewelry store offers you. Fellas, if you're getting engaged, you want that perfect ring, right? The one she's going to love forever. How do you know she's going to love it before you give it to her? Well, you don't necessarily, but John Thomas Jewelers takes all the worry away with the no regrets engagement ring. Any ring you design at John Thomas Jewelers, and a ring, when you design it there, you see it in 3D. They'll preview it in 3D printed wax before it's made in precious metals. After you give it to her, she loves you, but maybe she doesn't love the ring. If she wants something different, you've got an entire year to redesign it after you propose. No penalty, not even on custom-made rings. And they got like 3,000 men's and women's bridal sets available for you to look at right now. The rings come with a free lifetime nationwide warranty, and the diamonds, they're hand-selected by John Thomas Jewelers in Antwerp, Belgium. That's the diamond capital of the world. What that means is you cannot get a beautiful, brighter, more perfect diamond anywhere. It's the no regrets engagement ring, and it's only at John Thomas Jewelers. Go over there, look at what they got. If you're not looking for an engagement ring, but you're looking for that special piece, I promise it's there. The service, the selection, they're just different, and that makes them the best. Third floor, Lewis University building on Louisiana, 1 block south of Manal. Go by, see why they've been voted the best jewelry store in Albuquerque 5 straight years, and been voted one of the coolest jewelry stores in all of America. It's John Thomas Jewelers, where Albuquerque gets engaged. So opening drive, Jeff and JJ, 505-246-0610. Mike says he doesn't want Ryan Berriman. He wants to bring in no on Berriman. He says, I want someone, Jeff, who's held a real job at some point in their life. Whoa. I don't want one of those folks that spent their entire career in government. Okay. Wow. Mike, what's a real job?
She's saying someone like from the business world?
I don't know. What's a real job? I mean, is athletic director a real job? Is deputy athletic director a real job? Government, I guess I never associated athletic administration with being government. Yeah, it's a state, technically it's a state job, right? If you work for a state university, technically it is a state job. But what is it help me, Mike. What's a real job? Did he have to run a business and not know athletics? Does he, you want someone who's had a real job and gets to come in and has no relationship with your coaches, who's come in from somewhere else, because of course, everyone who comes in from somewhere else is way better than the people who are here all the time. He says sarcastically. Yeah, Mike, I honestly, I don't understand what you mean. I want someone who has had a real job at some point in their life. What is a real job? I mean, is that a UPS guy that's working his ass off delivering packages? Is it what is a real job? Because I'm going to tell you what Ryan's done in his career in sports administration in his young career. He has earned incredible respect from everyone with whom he's worked, both at the conference level and at the local level. Got pretty good experience as well. I just changed that one. That one's a little bit of a shocker to me.
Sounds a lot like if it's from New Mexico, it's not good enough.
Is that right? I mean, that may be.
Could be,
because I hear that all the time.
Or someone, has to be out of the business world, was doing spreadsheets all week. And
what's a real job? I mean, I was going to tell you, man, being the associate AD and overseeing the deputy AD and overseeing basketball. Here's where we get into this, and I hear this all the time. I got all these overpaid administrators over there. What would you do without people running the place? And what's overpaid? If they make more than you? I mean, we hate success, right? I don't know what Ryan's making. I have no idea. That's you got to help me.
Success and salaries.
Real job, radio talk show host, producer, bowl director, dentist, plumber, etc. All right. No, I appreciate the clarification, Mike. Thank you. All right. So a real job is a radio
you're saying
talk show.
I could be an AD?
You can be the AD.
Woo! Freshen up this resume.
Radio talk show host, producer, bowl director, dentist, plumber, etc. All right. Those are all real jobs.
I think a lot of people are driving to work this morning. They're just perked up.
Yeah.
Get a hold of that search firm right now.
Yeah. Although D1 Ticker this morning, according to College AD, New Mexico has officially begun the interview process for its next athletic director, recently concluding a round of virtual meetings that included at least one internal UNM staff member and a pool of predominantly Power 4 senior executives and deputy ADs, according to College AD, which notes the expectation is that a final round of in-person interviews for the New Mexico athletic director job will take place next week. It says, for those of you interested in leading the Lobos, the D1 dossier is here and available for you to prepare your in-person. All right, so that's according to College AD, their news. And that was on D1 Ticker this morning, Jake. So the first round of virtual interviews is being concluded. And next week, I guess they get down to the final. So you're going to have somebody pretty soon, according to that. Richard wants to know, so what's so special about Team Talk-A-Lot's gym? JJ, you were just there. There's like 250 band cheerleaders and chappies. Half the girls in school must be cheerleaders or dancers. Outside that, probably 300 senior citizens, which is like every other stadium in your league in women's basketball. He's asking you what was so special about that place.
Did someone say it was special for women's basketball?
It's pretty special for men's basketball. Richard, I don't know that anybody said for women's basketball.
Now, when you're at a game,
no.
It's like you're in the back of a 96 Honda Civic with subs. Goodness.
Just because
I
it's
was
so loud.
shaking with the way that they had the speakers turned up, I guess, to overcome the fact of the attendance there.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, a lot of people love to take shots at it. Why don't you show up to a game? Get some people to show up with you. They're taking shots across the board at women's basketball all the time.
Yeah. All right, this is on the text line in response to Mike and a real job. It says most people consider a real job someone who works in the private sector where a profit is expected, someone who produces something in society. Not every government job can say they're producing anything. Wow. All right. God, anybody could be an AD, huh? It's not a real job and it's not in the private sector and you don't have to produce anything. That's a pretty easy job.
I am very intrigued.
Yeah, I didn't realize that a real job had to be in the private. Okay, so most people consider a real job that says someone who works in the private sector where profit is expected. So if you work in the public sector, if you have a government job, you work for the state, federal government, a university. So that's not a real job. You might have had a hell of a career, but that's not a real job. So coaches, ADs, those aren't real jobs. Okay. All right. someone who produces something in society. Not every government job can say they're producing anything. Not every government job can say that. I agree with that part. Does that mean everyone can't say that? Wow. I didn't realize the AD job was so easy, JJ. I would have applied for it. All right. This one is on the Aggies. We're talking about New Mexico State, and they are fighting to get in their conference tournament. Aggies are doing a rope-a-dope impression to inflict maximize damage, quad 4 loss on their little brother to the north, the Lobos. The plan is for the afterburners to turn on during postseason conference tournament. Well, they got to get in. After they earn that title, onto the NCAA first round play-in game, only in America. All right. I mean, they got to win a few games just to get in that damn conference tournament. Well, I didn't know what a real job was, JG. So we have a real job, but the AD is not, is what I just, is that right?
That's what it sounds like.
Deputy AD is not a real job, but you and I have a real job. But you and I have to turn a profit. All right. Keep them coming, I guess. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on a Friday on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744. Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows.
Live on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
All right, so the goal today, I guess, is defining what is the real job. It's the opening drive, Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck. I'm not mad at anybody. I mean, look, I'm learning a lot as we go. So we had Mike say, I want somebody to be the AD who's had a real job at some point in their life, not a career in government. I said, well, what's a real job? I go, what does that even mean? And so the text line said, most people consider a real job someone who works in the private sector where a profit is expected, someone who produces something in society. Not every government job can say they're producing anything. And JJ, so that texter responded again. He says, I'm not suggesting the AD is a simple job, just trying to add some input on the general consensus of what a real job means to people. In politics, people generally like voting for someone who's had to produce in society as opposed to someone who's been on the government payroll their entire. Okay.
Sure, so then at politics.
Well, okay. So then I don't know that he's totally wrong, but so, okay. By that definition, you produced in society, you had a real job your whole life. So now I can put you on the government payroll. Right? But just because you're on the government payroll doesn't mean you're not working. Now, look, are there plenty of people in government and jobs? Is there fat? Yeah, yes. I understand what you're saying. I think that might be a little bit of an over characterization or generalization of all government jobs that people don't work. What would you do if all these government jobs went away? If nobody was there to hand out, to get the Social Security checks out and to oversee TSA and to, I mean, honestly, all these things. What would we do? Is there fat that needs to be trimmed? Yeah, I'm not arguing.
Can you imagine what people would bring on the planes? Like, wait a second. Why are your 3 dogs with you on this flight?
That already happened. Everybody's got a, what do we call
Wait
them?
a second. Why is your goldfish there?
What do we call
I haven't seen a lot of emotional support
support pets
recently.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Seen the service dog.
A bunch lately. All right. This one says, Jeff and JJ, no matter what, UNM needs to hire someone soon, as the poachers will be coming for Coach Olin quickly. P.S. I think you and JJ would be great candidates for the AD, Ronnie. Thank you, Ronnie. They will hire somebody soon. And again, according to the report I just saw on, and I'll read it again, on D1 Ticker. I got to find it.
Unfortunately, I don't have any Power 4 experience. And I don't know how to get that. Has come up before.
Yeah.
In other postings. I'm like, how do you get Power 4 experience? No one will give you a Power 4 job.
All right. So, according to a story in College AD this morning, New Mexico has officially begun the interview process for its next athletic director, recently concluding a round of virtual meetings that included at least one internal UNM staff member and a pool of predominantly Power 4 senior executives and deputy athletic directors, according to College AD, which notes the expectation is that a final round of in-person interviews will take place next week. Meaning, they've been shooting for an early March announcement, right? And so you may get something in early March. We had this conversation. I mean, how do you feel about Ryan Berryman? And I've told you that if my belief, and we've had this conversation about Coach Olin, and Ronnie just talked about the poachers. Jeff Grammer did a story in the Journal this morning about it. Who's in charge? You got a president on our way out. You don't know who the president's going to be, and you have an interim AD. And poaching season is weeks away. Arizona State's going to open up. That's going to be attractive. Eric Olin's going to be attractive to them. I don't even think that's argued. His name's already been associated with the Kansas State job as a candidate. I mean, I know
anyone can write anything.
Yeah, no, that's right. Anybody could write anything, and it beats the alternative, as Eric said. But Ryan has by every indication, a good relationship with both Jason Eck and with Eric Olin. Eck sat here in our studio, a week and a half ago, and he admitted, and I mean, of course he is. He says, yeah, I'm concerned. Or I think concerned was the word he used. That the athletic director who hired him is no longer there, and the president who hired him is on her way out. There's going to be new leadership at the university. And so I think there is an importance of establishing who's in charge relatively quickly. Now, JJ, it's imperfect because whoever the AD is comes into a situation, let's just say they hire next month, in March, having no idea who that person is going to be working for, who the president's going to be here in 3, 4, 5, 6 months. It's an awkward situation. Who's my boss going to be? Right? The coaches are sitting there going, well, I mean, who's my boss is going to be? What's the emphasis on athletics going to be? Now, I've been told by a number of regents that, they'll make sure that whoever the president is, there's going to be an emphasis on athletics, that there's going to be an importance placed on athletics. I think Garnet Stokes has shown that it matters to her. The resources have improved. But if the only reason to not hire Ryan is that he's young and he's 33 years old, then I think that's the wrong reason. If there's other reasons, if there's a better candidate, then you got to go do what you got to do. But I think Ryan is incredibly impressive. I think he's smart. I think he's respected. He's from here. He obviously wants to be here. I think this is a fragile fan base who would like to see someone who's committed to here. Because here's the other thing, and I've heard this a number of times in a number of different settings. JJ, the last 2 ADs who are here, what happened? They got Big 12 jobs, right? Power 4 jobs. Well, that makes this even more attractive to somebody who's looking at just a career hop, right? I can go to New Mexico. Hell, they're going to the Mountain West. I could win there. Their facilities, in that league, and I can get out of there in a year and I can go get a Power 4 job. Well, that's not what you all want to hear, right? Yeah, you want to hear your job is attractive. It's flattering. It's good to know that yeah, people want to be here, but do they want to be here for the right reason? And is the right reason that it'll launch their career so they can go make a bunch of money at the Big 12? That doesn't help you, does it? Now, you can argue Fernando did a good job here and helped you, and he did. And you can argue Eddie did a good job, and Eddie was here, 6 years, and he did. But you want a revolving door in that office? Do you want someone who's just going to be here 12, 13 months at a time and just using this as a launching pad and can't wait to get the hell out of here? Look, Fern had young kids, had a career, was ambitious, was dynamic personality. Like, he was good in a room, and he did a good job. And he probably should give Jason Eck 10% of his salary the rest of his career, right? But he had 2 young kids. Let me ask you this: somebody who's not from here, who has a young family, they going to want to stay here with the school system here? I mean, well, I'm not looking to rip on this place. I love this place, but I think you got to start looking at. This is why Ryan, to me, is attractive. He's smart. He knows the landscape. He's proven. He's gotten everybody's respect. If the only reason to not hire him is because he's young, it's the wrong reason to not hire him.
I agree with that. There's a long track record of athletics in his background, working at various levels of athletic departments, not just the University of New Mexico, but his year at Washington. That's what you're looking for, is experience. And guess what? If someone is here, it doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. There's a lot of good people in that department that have only worked in that department. And it's not a bad thing when people are invested in there and they're trying to grow within a certain place.
Todd says, boy, I couldn't disagree with you more, Jeff. There's no need to rush. You're hopefully hiring an AD for the next 5 to 10 years. You aren't hiring to keep this coach or that coach for a year. I don't know, man. Is 3 months a rush?
Not at all.
How long should a job be open? I mean, Todd, so how long do you want to wait? How long do you want to keep it keep that job. I don't know. Is this a rush? The job was posted, a month or so ago. Fernando leaves on the 27th of December. We're now, what's today? The 20th, so we're 2 months later. I mean, if you hire a new AD 2.5 months in, is that rush? I wouldn't think that's rushing. I find that to be relatively efficient. What are you waiting for? Todd, I would ask you what would you, if you find this to be rushing, what is it you're waiting for? What would be the upside of not hiring someone, of not getting that filled, of not moving on with for your next 5 to 10 years? Why is it you wouldn't? I don't. That's not rushing, is it? I got a job. I got to fill it. Let's get to work and fill the job. If they didn't fill it, wouldn't you be sitting around saying, "What the hell are they doing?"
It doesn't feel rushed on this timeline.
I mean, they got a committee together. They got a search firm who went through and sorted through all the applications, and they got a committee who pared it down to their first batch of interviews. They did their interviews this week. They're going to pare that down to finalists. I think they're going up to Denver and doing their in-person interviews there. Hopefully the athletic director who they hire has been on campus, or at least been to Albuquerque before, although Fernando hadn't. Yeah, I don't find that to be. But I mean, again, Todd, I'm listening to you. What would you prefer? All right, you want to rush and give away these tickets? We got 2 tickets right now. We'll do it again at 9:10. 2 tickets to go see Lobos and Aztecs. Men's basketball a week from tomorrow at the Pit. Maybe the last time, and it will be the last time, and I don't know how. The game sold out. Got 2 tickets. Caller 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive. You get tickets if you're caller 4 on 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Zone.
This report is
Find it on ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Turbo Threads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. Turbo Threads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for Turbo Threads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers.
Poked away by Bishop. Bishop takes off. Here comes the money. Up and in. Taylor. Well, here's Bishop once again. Little scoop and score. Back-to-back steals and scoop and scores.
Mieta, catch and shoot. Yes, nylon. First field goal of the night for Jace Mieta.
Chavez, coast to coast, takes it himself. Blocked at the rim.
He went against those trees and
changing threes. Bramlett swings it left wing. Cooper, he'll take a triple and rattle it in.
well, I'll tell you what, Wequeba heating it up right now.
Rifle down ahead to Deschler, who skips it across the baseline. On a catch and shoot for Willis. Gets it back. A kick. Open look. High arcing three. Rattles in for Grace Baca.
Cleveland need a basket right now.
Way outside on the wing, it's Bracken. Now here's Bowie for three. Swish, Bowie.
He hurt. I think that, Hope would be elite ahead right now.
Campbell for three. Knocks it down. Can't connect. Offensive rebound, another block for Huron.
Always in the right place at the right time.
Block, the rebound put up. That's off the mark by Weddle. Here comes the break now for Bramlett. Lob underneath, slam, dunk. Hunter Butler.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call.
If things play out, that's going to be a big game a week Saturday. It's going to be a noon start. It's going to be on CBS. It's going to be the last time those guys come into your gym for the foreseeable future anyway. That's one of those, man. I would like to see. How would you feel if they decided to neutral court that thing in Phoenix somewhere? Like, let's say they played where the Suns play, or played at the MGM Arena, or somehow neutral courted that thing. They don't want to come to elevation. You don't want to go to sea level. Go play, because that's a series that should continue, don't you think?
I wouldn't say no.
I mean, ideally, you get a home and home on this, right? We play you this year. We play there next year, right?
That's going to be weird because there's probably going to end up being a couple home and homes between these teams, and you're going to be like, why do you hate us so much, but you'll play us in the non-conference?
Well, it's funny. The fan bases, the departing fan bases, I believe, want to see the demise of the Mountain West more than they want to see the success of themselves.
I understand rivalries in sports talk. And really in the sports world, you just want to tell someone that they suck. That's really the only reason that we exist, is so people can tell someone else that they suck. But I just don't get why those fan bases, and I'm looking at you, Utah State and Boise State mainly. And yes, Texas sprinkled in, but not so much. Like, they want the Mountain West to die.
Yeah.
Like, they want to laugh at you. Like, somehow the Mountain West is the reason you're not, in the college football playoff, Boise State, or winning a game in the NCAA tournament, Utah State.
Or going to the Final Four, San Diego
I don't
State.
understand what their rub is.
Going to the Final Four, San Diego State?
Yeah. Like, I don't understand, what they think has held them back all these years.
Yeah, no, they think
you're
the Mountain
flying
West
a Pac-12 banner, and you ain't that, man.
Yeah.
We've seen the numbers.
Yeah. They think the Mountain West has held them back from being power, and now they think they're power. And they can talk all that. They all know they all got a mirror. They all know they're not a power. They know that. You got two teams that were left behind when everybody else went to a power.
And they're acting like you couldn't have got these games on USA Network had a few more of these teams been in that conference. No, I don't think Texas State is the reason you're on the USA Network for all your basketball.
You know what I'm finding? And that Bird app is a scary place. But more and more of those fans were like, yeah, I kind of wish New Mexico was coming along. But the desire from so much of that vitriol for the demise of the Mountain West, because they have been so, and I think it stems from the poaching. JJ, the lawsuit's a big part of it. That the Mountain West isn't backing down on the poaching fees after all these schools signed an agreement that said, if this happens, this will be the penalty. And that happened, and hence they're trying to enforce the penalty, and somehow they are screwing you because you got together and I mean, look, and everything was pretty sorry. Everybody was out looking for themselves, and who screwed who in this thing? I mean, did the Mountain West really screw those 5 teams, or did those 5 teams kind of stick it in the backside of the league, and they tried to take the league down? Which league's better? I mean, whatever, man. You figure it out. San Diego State, Gonzaga, Utah State's a pretty good basketball league with Boise State. You know, San Diego State, with New Mexico, Grand Canyon, Nevada. Will that be good? I hope so. But the animosity, the anger, the vitriol, you're right, man. Like I said, I think there's a big part of those fan bases who would rather see the Mountain West blow up and all those schools end up in the summit as opposed to having their school have success. I think that's a bigger priority. Kind of like everybody who hates the Cowboys. You like seeing the Cowboys fail more than you like seeing your team win. In some respect.
Yeah, there's an element to that. And it's what I say, like, sports is what I've felt doing this for so long is more about you making sure someone else feels bad about themselves and their team more so than you feel good about your team.
All right. Got a bunch more. 505-246-0610. Keep them coming. You can continue on the AD search and the coaching thing and the poaching and Grammer's article this morning. I'm happy to go there. I got NFL stuff for you. The Bears moving to Indiana is interesting. There's the NBA tanking stuff. So we're all over the place. 505-246-0610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66, built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now. Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Landscape, you know that. Give them a call. Family owned, family operated, been working in this town for over 33 years. They styled me, and they'll do that for you. Looking for a full redo on your yards, front yard, backyard, they'll take care of that for you. You know what you want? They're going to make it beautiful. You know you want something you're not really sure? Have them bring their design team out. They'll look at your space, and they'll create something spectacular, the bunch of designs until you get exactly what it is you want. Doesn't matter what it is, whether it's xeriscaping, or you want a retaining wall, or you want pavers, or you want a water feature. This is what they do, and you're going to get years of enjoyment from your landscape. Here comes spring, man. It's coming now. You're going to get a lot of time out there. Call LaBarge Landscape now and have them come over and do whatever it is you need in your yard. And it's like me. I just need a cleanup, but a kind of a massive cleanup. They'll do that for you as well. I love what they did for my yard, and I know you will as well. Licensed, bonded, insured. They do more than they say they're going to do. They're spectacular, and you're going to get to enjoy this beautiful landscape transformation for years and years to come. And if you just need to clean up, leaves are still down, pruning of the shrubs, LaBarge Landscape does that as well. LABARGE, LaBargeLandscape.net. Go by, look at all their projects they've done on their website, LABARGE, LaBargeLandscape.net. Give them a call, 505-345-3000, and schedule an appointment, 505-345-3000. Whether your project is small or large, the answer is easy. It's LaBarge Landscape. Opening drive, Jeff Symbieta and J. Buck, 505-246-0610. Come on in. Play radio with us like Rudy did. Good morning, Rudy. You're on the Sports Animal. How you living?
Oh, I'm doing good. A little under the weather yesterday, but after a good night's sleep, back at it. So, Jeff and JJ, I want to pause the question, but before I go any further, JJ, that last call with Hargrove against Grand Canyon was fire. You did a great job.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
So, would you agree that a head coach in the NFL is about as equivalent in terms of stress and pressure as the AD at UNM?
No, I would say it's just higher stakes. I would say it's more. Head coach in the NFL.
They're both high-level jobs, aren't they?
They're both high-level stress jobs. I don't know that they're real jobs according to the definition of the real jobs that we got, but they're both high-level stress jobs, yeah.
Well, why I'm saying this is, how old was Sean McVay when he became head coach of the Rams?
34, I want to say.
30.
30? Okay.
30. I was going through the list of coaches that were 32 or less, and, you know, there's some really good coaches on that list. So the proposition that Ryan Berryman isn't ready is ridiculous, and I think that this 3-month period has given everybody an opportunity to see what this man can do, and You ask Kenny Thomas who he thinks the athletic director should be.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard that. Because he was sitting right here, Kenny was kissing up to. I'm kidding.
Well, I think what it does is it allows full vetting, and you have a comparison. And if there's somebody better out there than Ryan Berryman, I want to see.
Yeah, go get him.
Go get him. But I don't think there is. With regard to the Pac-2, that's what I call it. It's not the Pac-12. I don't know what they call it. But I call it the MooU Conference, with the exception of San Diego State. But the idea was to break up the Mountain West, and it's in the pleadings. And it's been alleged by the Mountain West that was the whole purpose of the spying, was to go back. Because guess what? Who wouldn't want to save $145 million?
Sure.
So I think that's where all that comes from. But I laugh when Utah State thinks their fan base thinks that they're a better program than UNM. They're all pretty much equal until you get to the Michigans and the Tennessees and the LSUs, and those are all driven by money. Like I've told people forever, give us $57 million a year in TV money and see what happens at UNM.
You're not wrong.
And by the way, congratulations to UNM. $30 million was approved, and now the individual senators can add money to that. See if they can get up to $50 million to get that phase one all taken care of.
Where it gets
So
at, yeah.
solid work, and I think that if that's not a signal to Kochak that we want to keep him, I don't know what is.
Well, and again, Ryan had a big part in that too. You know, Ryan was the guy leading the charge. Ryan Berryman was up there, and him and Kochak were up in Santa Fe and leading the charge in regards to getting some funding. Did they get the full 50 that they asked for? No, but let's see what the junior funding comes in and how much they were able to sway from everybody's appropriations and see where it is. But, you know, that was part of what Ryan did.
Yeah, well, I mean, every senator has discretionary money that they can push forward. So, you know, get to $40 million, and who knows? Maybe some whale is just swimming out there that decides he wants to throw some money at UNM's way.
Yeah, whatever happens to be. All right, man.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah, I'll see you. All right, 505-246-0610. It wasn't just Ryan. I mean, there were a lot of people who were up there, and this started last year, and you know, Ed Manzanares was up there leading the charge and introducing Fernando to all the people that he needed to meet. I mean, this has been going on for a minute. All right, 505-246-0610. Fred, tell me about some, what do you got last night? I got some local high school basketball we already hit on. I already hit on Jordan Dyer from La Cueva. What do you got?
Well, I'm talking about the Brown family today.
All right.
Hope you give me a few minutes. You know, it's amazing how Greg is going to play Cleveland in a sellout crowd at Cibola High School. You know it's going to be. And I just started thinking about Greg Brown and Danny Brown. I lived behind me was Mike Brown, and of course Mike was their dad, and I'm older than the dad by 3 or 4 years. Carolyn is his wife, and anyway, I just started thinking about this coming up, this state tournament coming up, and Mike won 6 straight championships at Albuquerque Academy. And then Greg and Danny were part of all 6 of them. And then he won 3 more later. So he won 9 state. And then now here, Greg, he went to Monzano. And Monzano wasn't very good. Now, I think you don't remember these names. Casey and Sayers, I don't think you do, but they played at Monzano back a long time ago. And you weren't here. You were in San Diego, but they were really great back then, and then they just were nothing until Greg went over to Monzano High School, and in his second year, he wins a state championship. Then he goes to Volcano Vista and wins 4 state championships. Of course, now he did have Kenyon Aquino, the best player in the state, and then now he's got Lund, the best player in the state, which always helps a lot. But I'm just thinking of their family. It's amazing, right? So amazing what they've done, and hopefully I can finish this. You got Danny, you know, that's doing what he's doing, and of course Danny lost to his brother on a last second shot at the state championships. And I'm just thinking, guys, what a great family that is. And then like last night, Greg must have been really proud. I don't know if it was Hudson or Houston, scored 19 points and made 4 or 5 threes against Cibola. And I just wanted to bring up their family and stuff, just how great they is, because Danny's got Isaiah, who's the best pure shooter probably in Albuquerque right now, and then the kids. Kennedy plays on the varsity soccer team at UNM. Chloe, just what a family. And I talked to Carol when Mike passed away, and she just said she can't keep up with which games and which
one do I go
she
to?
has to go to. And I just thought that was kind of neat when she said that. But I just wanted to bring that up because I just know that state championships are coming up soon, and I've known the family for a long time.
Yeah. No, it's good stuff, man. And there's a big one on Monday at Cibola, Volcano Vista. They're defending champs, and they're going to play Cleveland for the number 1 seed in that district. And yeah, I mean, that's probably, I don't know if it's the royal family of basketball, but certainly modern era basketball over the last 30 years. What Mike did at Academy, won 9 championships, and then what Greg and Danny have done and continue to do, and how good they've been. Yeah, probably the royal family of high school basketball. Certainly in Albuquerque. All right, we got tickets to give away. Go see Lobos and Aztecs. Not now. We'll do it at 9:10 coming out of that break. 505-246-0610. We'll get back at a little breaking news on the Olympic hockey and who's available, more so who's not available for the semifinals. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gala Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Rudy's is a proud supporter of ProView Networks. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep. All your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
ProView Networks.
9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, semifinal day at the Olympics in men's hockey. USA and Canada are on different sides. Canada plays Finland today. JJ Sidney Crosby is out. He underwent an MRI for the lower body injury that he had in Wednesday's overtime win over Czechia. He exited the second period. You saw his knee buckle. He didn't participate in their optional skate yesterday. He is hopeful to return if, in fact, they get to the gold medal game. 38 years old, no Sid the Kid today for Canada. I find that to be significant.
Yeah, it's captain of Team Canada.
What did I tell you earlier? Part of me, I kind of get a feeling we're not going to get that gold medal game. That
Finland team sneaky, man. Got Rantanen.
That's who the United States plays. Is Finland.
That's who Canada's playing right now.
Who's the United States play?
Slovakia.
Both the United States and Canada had to go overtime to get to the semifinal. So, yeah, that's significant. So watch that today as that goes. What time? Those will be mid-afternoon games, wherever you get your Olympic coverage.
Finland, Canada is first period right now.
Oh, yeah, they are playing. What's the score?
0-0.
All right. Curling semifinals are underway. Men's, if you want to watch the curling finals. Well, I know you love the curling. Everybody's infatuated by the curling. You know who the local curling expert is?
Yes.
He loves that. Frank Mercogliano. Maybe that's where I can get him on the ice and have a little conversation about life. As he's teaching me how to sweep, stop. What are curling shoes? Like what's the bottom on
Frank?
Yeah, what should I wear? What kind of shoes should I wear for curling? All right. Got a couple more from you all. Rick says the Goatheads are announcing their NHL team affiliation tomorrow. Are any of y'all going to be there? I'd like it to be affiliated with the Avalanche, but it could be the Utah Mammoth. Either way, excited to see live hockey back. ECHL AA team could be very competitive. The league also has a championship trophy like the Stanley Cup. It's called the Kelly Cup. Thanks, Rick. Rick, hoping to get out there tomorrow. Very busy. Very, very busy. I know JJ will not be there. JJ will be on the radio calling Global Women's Basketball at that point. Big game at Pitt against Air. All right. We were just talking about money for the stadium. Now, let me hit this one. We talked about Lobos and Aztecs renewing the rivalry, and I think most people would like to see that continue. And by the way, the Pac's going to have to schedule a bunch of games, right? How many teams do they have?
Play someone in the Western United States.
Well, but the Mountain West has, are they both 9-team leagues in basketball? They're both going to have to schedule more non-conference games. The Mountain West added Hawaii, UC Davis, and UTEP, right, for basketball to go along with New Mexico Air Force, Wyoming, UNLV, San Jose State, and Nevada. I believe that to be 9. And the Pac has the 5 plus the 2 plus Gonzaga. So you're only playing 16 league games, right? If you play all the other 8 teams twice, that means you've got to schedule a bunch more non-conference, which would say, why wouldn't New Mexico play Colorado State and San Diego State and right? And so Ron says, no, Jeffy, you were duped. Those teams are gone. Let them go. I don't want to continue a game here and there. It's kind of like driving by your ex's house, checking out her sister, etc. Is it? Is that what that feels like to you? All right. So would you rather play Utah Valley and Long Beach State? And who else is in the region, man? Who you playing? Denver? You feel better about that? Texas A&M, Corpus Christi, and Commerce? I don't know, man. Like, at some point, you got to say, I want to play quality opponents. And you can hate them all you want, but San Diego State's always going to be a quality opponent. I think Utah State's going to be a quality opponent. Colorado State should be that as well. Who are you going to play, man? Right now, you're playing 20 conference games. The way it stands right now, JJ, unless I'm missing something, there's going to be
16.
9 teams in your league. You're going to play 16 league games. That means you have to schedule 4 more non-league games, right?
That's correct.
Do you want more Texas A&M, Corpus Christi's, and Commerce's?
If you can get a neutral site game, you take it.
Against?
The Aztecs.
Look, man, why are you not homing Utah State? This year here, next year there. Colorado State. With all due respect, UCLA, Texas Tech probably aren't coming. So they're going to have the same scheduling issues you are. They're going to need to schedule some non-conference games too. Nevada's out looking for them. Grand Canyon's looking for them. Everybody, Grand Canyon and San Diego State, I think, have scheduled. Maybe they haven't. I don't know. To me, it's not like driving by my ex's house, checking out her sister. And what if her sister's hot? This isn't the Tony Clark thing, is it?
It's like, oh, well.
No, I'm kidding.
If the next is involved.
Yeah, it's an X, right? All right, I got more from you about the money for the stadium, how you guys feel about that. We got tickets to give away to go see the Aztecs and the Lobos the week from Saturday. We'll do that at 9:10. 505-246-0610. That's how you get here today. Let's go. Another hour left in the work week on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends, in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on, savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks. Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action
and AM 610, the sports animal. Here's Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
All right, big Olympic day, Olympic hockey. The United States against Slovakia, Canada versus Finland. No Sidney Crosby for Canada. So the two winners will play for the gold. It is big day yesterday, USA with a golden goal in the overtime to beat Canada. Made it even sweeter. But it's better than if they would have beaten like Slovakia or something. Lobo men's basketball tomorrow at the Pit. Tomorrow in Fresno at the Save Mart Center against Fresno State. Ladies are in the Pit against Air Force. We're open for business at 505-246-0610. All right, a lot of conversation this morning about where UNM needs to go. The athletic director, Jeff Grammer, wrote a story kind of saying out loud what y'all been kind of whispering about coach poaching and not having an athletic director. And I read your story off of, I think it was College AD, but it was on D1 Ticker today, that the Lobos, the University of New Mexico, has conducted its first round of interviews for the athletic director spot, plan on interviewing finalists next week, and could have a new AD here within the next week and a half to 2 weeks. And that's been interesting conversation. Some people say it's too quick, and we got a whole thing about Ryan Berryman shouldn't get it because he hasn't had a real job. And I'm like, wait, what? What's a real job? And so JJ, we got the definition of a real job. Government jobs aren't real jobs. Plumbers are real jobs. Bowl directors and radio hosts and producers are real jobs. But that is somehow. So, and then we got into the state money. And here we go on this. Ready? Ron says we need a new state-of-the-art stadium, Jeff, not a Band-Aid on the old dump. They didn't even buy an entire Band-Aid. The legislature gave you half a Band-Aid. The legislature gave you the plastic sticky stuff without the cotton thingy in the middle. Okay. You were asking for, I forgot Grand Canyon. There's 10 members. So it's 18 games, JJ. I forgot Grand Canyon. So you play 18 league games. Mud asks, what is it going to take to build a brand new football stadium from the ground up? Renovating the restrooms and making the concourses wider wasn't my idea of upgrading University Stadium. Putting Band-Aids on it every 20 years and adding a huge TV or flashing lights isn't what we want. Smaller Fort Collins did it. Why not us? All right. So the ask was $50 million for phase one to renovate. Then there's going to be another ask for more and more. And the number was about $250 million total. So Mud, what's it going to take? It's going to take finding that money or funding to build a new stadium. $250 to $300 to $400 million, maybe half a billion. Where's it coming from? Some of you say it should come from the state. Others say, well, let's go into debt and pay for it. It'll pay for itself. Let's take out bonds. And the problem is nobody can decide on where that's coming from. And so you can't just do what New Mexico does and sit around and do nothing after nothing after nothing. And so this leadership, the previous leadership, came up with a plan to phase renovations of the stadium because something's got to be done. You got to be able to get in. You got to be able to move around. You got to be able to get rid of your used beer. Fair?
I'm team new stadium.
Everybody is team new stadium, but how do you get there?
People are acting like the Lobos and those that were putting plans together, those that were talking to the officials at the state level, didn't try that. I don't think they were going to get that over on anyone up in Santa Fe.
Yeah,
That's why they went this direction.
Yeah, I think we're all team new stadium. I'd like to see a new stadium too. I'm a little bit skeptical about how good the renovations on this place can make. And are you throwing good money after bad? There's a part of me that gets that, yeah. But if you're only going to be able to do piece by piece, something's got to get done, man. Continue to do what you've always done. You'll continue to be who you've always been. And the reason that you've been left behind is because of football and because of facility. And so, is it perfect? Again, it's like the athletic director search without a president. in place for the future. Yeah, it's imperfect, but something has got to be done. And so if they can phase this in and then go back next year and get more money for the next phase, and they've got a plan that will make it better, will it be great? I don't know. I don't know that it's ever like I'm with you all. I think JJ is too. I think we're all on team new stadium. And to Bud's question, how do we get that done? The money, boom. Private and public money's got to come together and find me $350 to $500 million. Where are they going to play when it's being done? Look, man, that's the least of my concerns. If you break ground the day after the bowl game and it's going to take a year and a half and I have to play somewhere else 1 year, whether I have to play in Isotopes Park for a year, well, capacity's small. Yeah, I know. It's imperfect. I don't think Milne or Wilson Stadium are the answer. Do I have to, where am I going? I don't know. Do I have to share a place? I mean, I don't think you go to New Mexico State. I don't know the answer. Where do I play for a year? I think it's Isotopes Park, right? That would be the answer for a year.
Yeah.
And it might be 2 years, a year and a half. I don't know how long it takes to, but dude, we're so far away from that. If that's your biggest hurdle, and I don't think it is, then get it done. But the Band-Aid thing, you're probably right, man. It's probably Band-Aids. But I don't know what your options are unless you find that funding, that source. You got to go get it done, don't you? You got to do something. Robert says, okay, the Bears are moving to Indiana, and the other wants to move the fairgrounds somewhere else. Let's move the fairgrounds and UNM Stadium down to Valencia County and build it all there if that's what she wants, because the people don't get a saying in anything that happens. It's always the politicians, just like it was in Illinois. Not sure I understand the correlation. Nobody wants to move the fairground, the Lobo Stadium to Valencia County. How do you feel about the fairgrounds being moved? Whether it's to the west side, it would be somewhere in central New Mexico. It's the state fairground. It's state land. Do you feel there would be a better use of that property, prime real estate, right in the middle of town? Right between what I believe are the two most vibrant part of towns, Uptown and Nob Hill?
Potentially, if it is kind of an overhaul of the entire property, but I assume the racetrack would stay. Would Tingley stay, or would they do that? Would they tear it down?
Ideally,
put a soccer stadium there.
Yeah, put a soccer. You got a racetrack, a soccer stadium, and you got a new arena there, and build some residences and some establishments around there. Eat, drink. You bring together Uptown, Old Town. You got a way to get in and out. I mean, and like I told you yesterday, I firmly believe that's kind of what United's waiting for and hoping for. Probably is that the governor does move forward with that whole project, and that's where they end up. As opposed to, I feel like they'll take the crumbs that they get, and I think they think it's crumbs probably going out to Balloon Fiesta Park because they've always wanted to be, they wanted to be downtown. But I think that they see an opening that they might be able to get the stadium there. I think an arena should go. Chupacabras have moved back to Albuquerque. They're going to play at Tingley. They would probably thrive a little bit more. You could get, Lord knows what. I don't think anybody wants to move to Valencia County. I think that was somewhat sarcastic. All right, not that long ago, Jack says, we need to get back to that. Jeff, not that long ago, practice didn't begin until November 1st, really? With Midnight Madness and men's basketball games, that's not right. Starting December 1st? There was a reason guys needed time to rest and heal up from the prior season. We need to get back to that. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to pretend to be one on this award-winning opening drive, but when JT Toppin has a torn ligament, that sure doesn't sound like something is going to be back from 7 months from now when the current practices. I'm not sure I understand all of that. I mean, so are you saying that he tore his ACL because the off season isn't long enough? I'm not even sure what I understand. Okay. They're not moving all that stuff back. Yeah. All that we need to get back to is we're not getting back to the pre-NIL stuff. We're not getting back to games on KGGM after the late news. We're not getting back to, the basketball season really starts December 1st. There's no way, right? It was always in November. There were always Thanksgiving tournaments. All right, 505-246-0610. You can get in on that. I'm listening. I think everybody's on team new state. But if that can't get done, the answer can't be, well, then do nothing. And that's what they're trying to do with the renovation. It's the opening drive on 95. Oh, we got tickets to give away. Ooh. We promised those tickets, didn't we?
You did.
All right, 2 tickets. Lobos, Aztecs, a week from tomorrow. Could be gigantic in the standings. And more so, it might be an elimination game on the bubble for the NCAA tournament. JJ's got 2 tickets to a sold-out game. Caller 4 right now. 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. Caller 4 gets them on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Sound.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit HansWhitlerAuto.com. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. For over 20 years, Evergard Roofing and Solar has been committed to customer service. Locally owned and operated, Evergard offers both commercial and residential roofing and solar services. For more info, please call 505-821-9543. Evergard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports Network and New Mexico Youth Athletics. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletics. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial turf that is specifically designed for your pets. Eagle Greens and Turf are proud sponsors of ProView Networks and can make your lawn green all year long at 505-273-2744.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
Tickets are gone for today. I don't know if we're going to have any next week. Maybe not.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab...
Want a hoe?
Give me a hoe if you got your
Oh, no.
funky bus fare.
Rather smoke a pack of cigarettes and play at altitude. Oh, see what happens at altitude? You train at altitude, you can hoe for a while, like through a whole segment, and then pass out. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. You can get in on this award-winning radio program at 505-246-0610. 505-246-0610. What's you got a live score on the Olympic hockey? Where is that damn game on TV somewhere? Can I find it? I guess it is. Probably could. Finland 1-0 first intermission. Second straight game, and opponents found a way to take a first period lead against Canada. Finland outshot Canada, and they had 2 power play up. Told you, man. I just it's only 1-0. It's first period intermission. New Mexico. The Americans. The United States of America plays. Would you tell me Slovakia?
Yes.
Who's on the Slovak? Like who they got? They got some great players.
The greatest.
The best ever. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. All right. Should we clear the phone lines? Let people back in? What do you think? People still calling for the tickets? All right. Well, the tickets are gone. So don't call for the tickets because JJ doesn't have any. All right. What do you make of this tanking thing and the NBA and Adam Silver and Ford the leagues? This is the NBA tanking. Everybody's tanking because the draft is going to be really good this year. You got really, really, really good impact players, or at least everybody thinks so, coming out of college basketball in the NBA draft. So everybody's tanking. I mean, we're just watching. Everybody's shut down. The Kings are shut down. Everybody's done. Commissioner Adam Silver informed the league's 30 general managers yesterday that the NBA plans to make anti-tanking rule changes next year. Doesn't matter. And they can do whatever the hell they want now. There was a GM meeting yesterday. And the commissioner, the NBA office, the league's 30 top team executives evidently shared a desire to have ongoing discussions to safeguard the integrity of the sport. The commission was described as being forceful with his message about wanting to solve the problem. It's been a big issue. Now, you got other guys like Mark Cuban came out. Now, tanking's great for the game. Tanking's great. People with knowledge of this meeting said that it was talking about taking about first-round draft picks can be protected only for the top 14 plus selection. Lottery odds freeze at the trade deadline. That's interesting. No longer allowing a team to pick in the top 4 in consecutive years and or after consecutive bottom 3 finishes. You finish the bottom 3 in a row, you can't pick in the top 4 anymore. You picked top 4 last year, you don't get this year. Teams cannot pick in the top 4 the year after making the conference final. That's what is that for? Lottery odds allocated based on 2-year records, not 1-year records. Lottery extended to all play-in. Flatten the odds for all lottery. Look, man, I agree that they got to do something to protect the integrity of their team. You can't go into a game and you know that team wants to lose. You can't do it, man. This is professional sports. They've embraced betting. They've embraced prop betting. They've embraced the player, the prize picks kind of stuff. Right?
There's 5 NBA teams
yeah.
with 15 or fewer wins
yeah, dude,
at this point in the season, which is crazy. There's going to be bad teams in sport.
Not that
but
bad.
The NBA, there's franchises that have made it known that they're trying to lose. And you're right. That's just not okay. And this whole mindset of it happens in every sport. But, just lose the last few games. They'll be okay. You need that higher draft pick. You need this. If you don't have a foundation, no draft pick is going to save you. It is few and far between, whether we're talking about the NBA, the NFL, that number 1 pick is going to change your franchise. You can land a really good player.
It should. How long did it take for Cade Cunningham to change Detroit? Like, it took him a year or two now. Like, he was number 1, 4 years ago?
Because Detroit's tried to win.
Yeah.
After that. They weren't a team that was consistently just saying, hey, let's just stink for X amount of years and then be good. Because it doesn't work. You can run down the best players in the league, and a few of them are number 1 overall pick. But you can find them in different places. The same thing goes for the NFL, because we get hyper-focused on you'll get that elite quarterback at number 1. Well, not if you're an awful franchise. Because look at Sam Darnold. Look at these other guys that went somewhere, weren't good with the franchise because you stunk forever, you never tried to win. But, oh my gosh, we got the number 1 overall pick. Our franchise is saved. Not the way it works in sports, but there's this weird, bad mindset that's the only way you're going to get better.
Look, Washington's there every year at the bottom. Brooklyn's there every damn year. Sacramento feels like it's every year. New Orleans is every year. I got Indiana as the worst team in the East. They were in the conference finals last year, but Tyrese Halliburton out, and then they lose one of their key players in free agency. So should they not have a high draft pick? I don't think were they trying to tank, or were they? I mean, look, you want people to come to your game. You want people to watch this crap. When I watch an NFL game in week 16, and I watch a 3-14 team or whatever it is, 3-13, I still think the Dolphins are trying to win. The Browns are trying to win. I watch guys like I feel like teams are trying to win. Now maybe the Raiders at the end of the season tanked when they shut down Max Crosby, and it worked for them. They're going to get Fernando Mendoza.
But the thing, okay, you got Fernando Mendoza. You've been a bad franchise. Why should we trust that Fernando Mendoza? That's my biggest case in those conversations.
Yeah, I firmly agree. Washington Wizards, the Brooklyn Nets have been bad franchises for how long? The Nets had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and Paul George. Was Paul George there?
No, it was
James Harden.
Just, the 3 guys that you absolutely don't trust your franchise.
Yeah, right. But look at all that talent. And what did that get them? Right? Because that blew up in their face. Washington, you can't name me. You can't. But the average person can't name me 4 Washington Wizards over the last decade. You think they can? The average person? No way.
Maybe a John Wall would slide in there.
Okay.
People are like, Marcin Gortat. When's the last time
Ain't
he played
nobody
in the
saying
NBA?
Marcin Gortat.
What?
Nobody's saying
Gortat Green, man, he was
Yeah.
love me some Marcin Gortat.
No, but nobody's saying that. You're saying that, but the average, you're not the average. Nobody's saying that. Give me outside of Zion and Brandon Ingram and CJ McCollum. Give me another New Orleans Pelican over the last 2 years. You got one? Zach.
Herb Jones.
Herb Jones. That's where
He
he's
scored
going.
40 points the other night.
Cool.
Got buckets.
I just and then you got guys like Cuban coming out saying, well, but this is good. Tanking is good. It's good for the game. It's going to get teams by. Is it? Really?
If you're healthy, play the game. Whether you're in first place or last place. Play the game.
How many millions of dollars? I'd love to see this number. How many millions of dollars in athletes are shut down for the season? Non-injured athletes. I mean, you guys are making how many millions? Like, I like money, man. And somebody wants to give me money to sit on the bench and in the millions. I guess I'm doing it too. But holy smokes, you're making 10, 12, 15, 35, 40 million dollars and you're going to shut me down for the last 25 games of the year? It's your job. Play basketball. Go to work. We don't want to win. We want better odds of getting Darren Peterson or what are we doing? But that's what it's become. They have to address it. I just don't know how they're going to address it. Like if you're sitting in the front office of the Washington Wizards or Indiana Pacers right now, what are you saying? We got a game tonight. Do I want to win? Probably don't, do you?
Not at this point.
Yeah, you probably don't want to win. All right, 505-246-0610. Emails Jeff at sportsanimalabq.com, JJ at sportsanimalabq.com. Get into the weekend in the Mountain West and what it looks like. Aggies have a big one. They play the Miners this weekend, and it's really big just to get into the conference tournament. So we'll get there as well. Shoot your shot on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. That's right. They're giving away $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Makes every dunk, every game, every dime, every board, every minute more exciting. So don't miss the chance to get started on America's #1 app for sports picks. You know I've been playing. I'm looking at it tonight. You can play tennis tonight. Carlos Alcaraz is out there, 21.5 total games against Andrei Rublev. Is he going to go more or less? That's coming up quick. I got some NBA stuff. What do I want on NBA tonight? There's Trey Johnson. Speaking of the Wizards, against Indiana. 12.5 points, more or less. That's what you do. So you can stack players, you get early payouts, reboots. This makes Prize Picks elites. Simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. You get your picks right, you can cash in. Pick from all your favorite sports, anything from basketball, baseball starting next week, hockey, UFC, soccer, college basketball, tennis, golf, esports, whatever it is you want. Mix it up if you want. Play tennis and basketball and soccer if you want. Millions of people are playing. It's the most popular sports pick app in America. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use the code KNML. You'll get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Code KNML, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup on Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
This is the opening drive.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is Pro View. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Albuquerque's leader in sports is ProView. From pros to prep, all your favorite action. All your favorite talk shows. Find it on ProView Networks.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and artificial turf. They also have artificial...
We get Lobo baseball this weekend, too. Gene says, Frank, don't hit send. Lobo baseball is likely to have great success this weekend. Northern Colorado was 269 in the net last year. I don't want to read Monday about a sweep. All right. Should he not send it? Should he not cover it? Should he, like, what if they split? You want to read about that, Gene? Would that be okay? Should he not send out the release? I mean, when's it okay for Frank to push send? I'm just curious. When's it okay for him to do his government job?
I think that's one of his minions.
I mean, it might be. All right, Frank, you get the weekend off, I guess, because Gene says I don't want to hear about a sweep over northern. I mean, it's only northern Colorado. All right. Well, look, I'm not telling you it's the greatest team ever. Don't get me wrong. That's who's on the schedule this week, and if they sweep them or if they get swept, you're gonna get a release one way or the other. You got golf this weekend, a signature event too. The Genesis is going on in Los Angeles at Riviera. Scotty Scheffler was like 5 over after 11 holes yesterday. Did he finish his round this morning? Marco Penge is leading -6. Ryan Fox -5. Rory's up there. Scotty, his first round, I know he had to go out and finish it again today because the rain and everything else that was going on. I talked to my mom. It's like, it was beautiful. It didn't rain today. It was great. And I'm like, wait, Mom, I kind of watched. I watched the golf tournament and it was horrible. Scotty Scheffler, dude, is out of 71 golfers, 64, tied for 64. He's +3 after 16. He's still playing his first round.
He'll be -7 before you know it.
Well, so if you kind of watch what he's done, that's been his season so far. Really, really rough first round. He finishes 3rd or 4th. Yeah. It's really weird. I don't know that I understand. The projected cut is +4, and there's only 2 guys projected to be cut out of the field because this is a signature event. So everybody's going to make it to the weekend. Everybody's going to get paid. So Aaron Rye and Marco Penge are leading right now at -6. Ryan Fox, Jacob Bridgman, and Rory McIlroy at -5. But a lot of big names in this one. Xander Schauffele -3, Colin Morikawa -3. So this is Tiger's event. He's hosting this event, and the weather's supposed to get a lot better at Riviera over the weekend for that. So you get that this weekend. You got all right. You got the hockey going on. Finland 1, Canada 0. Where's that? Nothing. Second period. Semifinal game at the Olympic men's hockey. And that's going on right now. No Sidney Crosby for the Americans. All right. This is something. Indiana football is finalizing a contract extension with Greg Signetti, their head coach. They just won the national title. See, JJ, I said this yesterday. One of the things that I thought would happen with revenue share, and this is one I totally 100% was. I thought as they tried to reel in some of the costs, and with 20%-ish of the revenue going to pay the student athletes, and everybody overly concerned, I thought that coaches' salaries might somewhat stay in check. And that's wrong. And look, I'm not mad at anybody who gets paid. Go get paid. Signetti, according to this report by Adam Rittenberg on ESPN, has finalized a contract with Indiana that'll average him at $13.2 million per year through 2033. The length of his deal doesn't change. His salary goes up from 11.6 to 13.2 million. They had already announced a new deal for him in October. So this is a newer deal. That new deal included their good market faith review that activated if the Hoosiers reached the college football playoff semifinal, which they did. So the review required the sides to meet within 120 days after the semifinal and adjust Signetti's salary to ranking no less than third among active coaches, and $13.2 million places him alongside Kirby Smart and Lane Kiffin as the only coaches earning at least $13 million annually. So his contract has been revised 3 times in the last 2 seasons. He arrived in late 2023 with a 6-year, $27 million. What is that? 6 times? What's 6 times? It's about $4 million a year. A little over 4.5. Now he's making 13.2. I mean, look, the amount of money that they say that brought into that school, he's 27-2 at Indiana. They had never won a national title. He just won a national title. He did it. They won their first Big Ten title since 1945. He's 64 years old. Says he wants to retire there. Sounds like he will. But he can do whatever the hell he wants.
Oh, yes. And the money's flowing. These schools not worried about shelling out for their coaches and their rosters.
Yeah. Quote, I couldn't be more proud to be a Hoosier. The way that this state has embraced us and our success in football has meant more to me than anything else. End quote. Hell yes. Oh, more than $13.2 million a year. Yeah.
They got the money for him, got the money for the roster.
Yeah. They got good look.
Spend it while you got it.
What winning does, right? Finland scored again, by the way, JJ. 2-0.
Short-handed goal.
You got a shorty? 2-0 Finland over Canada. See, if they only became the 51st state, they could all be playing with us, and we'd have a super. No, maybe next. Excellent. All right, where are you on this Bears move? People are losing their mind that the Bears are moving to Indiana, and I guess I should care more. I guess I'm supposed to really, really, really care a whole lot more than this. But Indiana put together the package that was financially more secure. It sounds more and more likely that they're going to move to Hammond, Indiana. I want to say that's the town I had lunch with Jerry Palmer. And I could be wrong. But Indiana lawmakers unanimously approved this amendment. It's 24-0. Nothing ever happens 24-0 in state legislature. They'll clear the path for the Bears to build a stadium in Hammond, Indiana. It's kind of a suburb. It's not horribly different than the Meadowlands. It's just across state lines, and it's in that general area. Everybody's losing their mind over this, and I get the people in Illinois are upset, and there's going to be a lot of lost tax revenue, and I don't know. Should I care way more? Do I care where the Bears play if I don't live there?
Yes.
Why?
I think it's unfortunate for any pro sports team with that kind of track record somewhere that would move.
No.
And I know it's happened, right? The Rams, and they bounced boom, boom, and we've seen teams.
Well, the Rams went to Anaheim before they went to St.
Yeah.
Louis.
Then they went, I'm saying, in Cali, there, back, and the Raiders going to Vegas. Like, I think it's a bummer. And especially in that industry, in that stratosphere of where the money is insane for that league and those owners, and they try to, stick it to all these cities if they don't get every break that they want.
Yeah, I guess that's right. It's if you'd have said to me, give me one team that's never going to leave that general area. The first one that pops to you is Green Bay, but I mean, at some point I could see them, would they move to Milwaukee or something? I mean, I realize nothing's 100% anymore. And nobody cares about what happened in the past. The Niners playing Santa Clara. Santa Clara is a long way away from San Francisco.
Yeah, not quite San Francisco.
It's not San Francisco. It's the same state. It's the same market. It's the same metropolitan area. But it's not San Francisco. It was at Orchard Park is where the Bills play, which I understand to be a suburb of Buffalo. But the Bears, man, the Bears are Chicago. To your point, a team with that history, that ingrained element of the city and the monsters, the Midway and Soldier Field. And yeah, I know people are losing their mind over this. It sounds like the stadium's going to be incredible. Everybody's being lured now to build a new stadium. But Denver's doing it, right? So they can get a Super Bowl, right? They're building a new stadium with a dome on it, right?
The roof
is on fire. We don't need no water.
Shut it and we can get a Super Bowl.
Yeah. And what the Super Bowl does is bring you zillions of dollars for your community. Hence, the lure to entice our government, our taxpayers, to pay for it, because we'll promise it's coming back multifold when we get a Super Bowl. Everybody's going to come here for that 1 week. 7 years down the line.
For the Packers, the only NFC North team that plays outside.
Isn't that crazy? The Lions are in, the Bears are going to be in, the Vikings are already in. It's going to be, and the Packers, I don't want to say never, but it feels like the Packers, that's part of their identity, right? Their fan base. We don't need no stinking roof. Batches. We don't need no stinking roof. Yeah. All right. We'll wrap it when we get back. Probably get a call from Terry is what I'm going to guess. Fellas, how you feeling? I got help for you if you're losing your edge a little bit. Struggling to focus. You're tired all the time. Losing muscle, gaining weight. Could be signs of low T, hormone imbalance. Supernatural. There is help for you here in Albuquerque. It's the team at Vita Vital Medical. They're Albuquerque's experts when it comes to specializing in testosterone replacement therapy, ED solutions, peptide therapy. These will help you restore your strength and your energy and your confidence and your performance. It works. It's proven to work all around the globe. Men everywhere are feeling better. They help you get back in the game with a program that is focused on you. This isn't a, hey, one stop, here's what you do. No. They listen to you. They follow up. They understand what's going on with your body, what your goals are, what you want, how you're feeling, where you want to be. And they create a plan tailored for you, and it will make you feel better. Don't sit on the sidelines any longer. Take action today and feel better now. The number is 505-240-8559. Area code 505-240-8559. You can go to VitaVitalMedical.com. VID is in David A. VIT is in Thomas A.L. VitaVitalMedical.com. And get back to being the man you know you are. Feel alive again with Vita Vital Medical, Albuquerque's hormone health experts.
This is.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NMAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, red and green chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier sweet rolls. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenprideabq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sport shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I'm a Blaze King customer, and I have been for the last 10 years. Blaze King stoves are very efficient, they're easy to maintain, and they use a lot less wood than you would typically use with a fireplace.
Blaze King, that's a fire.
The heat is on when it's a Blaze King wood stove, controlling heat up to 40 hours on a single load of wood with a built-in thermostat. See for yourself at either Blaze King showroom, Albuquerque and Santa Fe. Blaze King, and now that's a fire.
We've been trained, conditioned, and rewarded for doing more. But people weren't designed for all that doing. Our bodies need to settle into nothing from time to time. Into nothing at all. In a world obsessed with doing more, we invite you to undo.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
ProView Networks would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. Hans Whitler Automotive, German car maintenance and repair in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Call 505-294-7684 or visit hanswhitlerauto.com.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible.
Eagle Greens and Turf are a family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience in the home improvement industry. They are your exclusive dealer of celebrity green, synthetic putting greens, and art.
Cronin threw him out the other day. The look of embarrassment, the look of confusion, says it was the look of a young man who had just been cruelly pushed around by someone with more power. Mick Cronin is a classic bully. And the fact that UCLA continues to empower him with new contracts and no questions is misguided malfeasance. So he wins games. He doesn't win enough to compensate for incidents like Tuesday. I got to subscribe to that. But where Cronin became perhaps the first college coach in history to eject his own player from the game and order him to the locker room in the middle of a game. Yes, Cronin holds players accountable. That's fine as long as he also holds himself accountable. This is what you were talking about. That didn't happen when after his team was beaten by 23 points by Michigan State in the second consecutive humiliating loss, he publicly criticized Jamerson for a hard foul that led to an ejection incident and then wrongly assailed a reporter for allegedly raising his voice during postgame questions. Cronin has become a walking viral video. He's become a nightly uncomfortable wince. He's become an embarrassment to a university athletic department that prides itself winning with class. John Wooden would be ashamed. Goes on. What do you think of that?
I'm on board with it. There's one thing to hold your players accountable. You won't call them out, but it's every single game. And it's like, well, are you looking in the mirror, man? What are you doing? It's just the players doing absolutely nothing. This team you put together, this team that you and your staff are coaching every single day, they're just not listening to you. Every single one of those dudes is just not trying the entire season. So your post game is just going to be rants and fighting with reporters just because they're so off.
Every line in this story is so. He says that Plaschke says Mick Cronin is light years from the aura of Coach Wooden, and if UCLA cared a whit about the legacy of its legend, it would care that his flame has been completely snuffed by this unworthy keeper. Wooden's home is now decorated with a pyramid of poop, and one wonders how many humiliations will be required to convince administrators to clean things up. Dude, every line, Plaschke's brilliant.
He is good. But I know yesterday you were saying you need to get over John Wooden.
Well, but they don't. But they're not. I mean, that's right. I didn't say you need to get over John Wooden. I said fans need to get over thinking that's who you are. So you don't ever want to get rid of, like base yourself on the pyramid of success and what Wooden built and hold that. But you can't hold every team to that standard, is what I was saying. All right. I got the you don't even have to tell me. Like I already got the text or the email. Hugh Terry in 5, 4, 3. Good morning, Terry. How are you?
Good Friday, Jeff. Good Friday, JJ. Thoughts and hugs to all family members. I got this hot off the press. Maybe it was from a hacker about finalists for the AD. I think the earlier caller maybe had it right. They had Bill the bank teller, Larry the electrician, Joe the plumber, and then Lucy the drive-through worker at Wendy's. She really got him with you on Friday.
That's funny.
Yeah, but they all did follow the thing. They all do work in Power 4 cities, so they have that going.
Yeah,
for them.
if they're Power 4 guys, then then they must be great.
Yeah, so they work there. I go back to one time. I'll refer to Bill Self. One time after a game where KU was hideous, he just came out and said, "We were so bad tonight, we would have lost to the Topeka YMCA team." I mean, sometimes, you can be frustrated and all that and occasionally do it. And yes, I both sides. I don't mind Cronin doing what he did. I also don't mind Cronin being tossed and fired. Yeah, UCLA's won one title in 50 years. And it is, and like I said, Ben Howland, 3 Final Fours. No, you're not good enough. But then there's also how they are in the Big Ten, having to go cross country all that time. Not necessarily a fun job to get. Somebody will take it. As you always say, there's people going to apply. Now let's talk tomorrow. Great game tomorrow. Yeah, too bad it's not in Michigan, so Addy could see. It's going to be in Washington, D.C. with the Duke and Michigan going at it. It's big-time basketball, fun game to watch. Obviously, in my household, Duke's a 4-letter word, so we'll definitely be rooting for
Well, and we get Arizona-Houston tomorrow, don't we?
That too?
Yeah.
Okay, well, and the whole thing is the Arizona freshman, and I should be better knowing the one kid back. That was really good because, God, in the Big 12, players are falling like flies, except Aaron Peterson, who makes himself fall like a fly. But, between the other teams. But, yeah, so you got some big-time games, and that's where – so I got a question maybe you guys address next week. We're late in the show. For next year, potentially UNM would have 6 Quad 4 conference games because UTEP's not doing much. So would you stick with it, stick with the way they're doing it, and just hope it looks like a one big league? Or would you think of looking at the model Gonzaga took 25, 30 years ago and just say we're going to give up some home games and try to go play some big-time teams and make our own resume instead of worrying about the league? So it's just something for y'all to discuss and think about. I don't have a wonderful answer, but I know it's going to be hard for them in the future to get.
You cut him? All right. We'll get into that in another time. All right. Is there music on?
In about 20 seconds.
Okay. All right. I was like,
I wanted to give you some time to take it in, wrap it up.
Yeah. No. First of all, we got great hoops. Because Duke, Michigan should be spectacular, and I think Houston, Arizona is going to be just as good. Lobo men over on News Radio KKOP, 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock tip. They're going to be in Fresno. Ladies are here on the Sports Animal. JJ has the call, 12:30 pregame, 1 o'clock tip, and that should be a pretty good one against Air Force. You're telling me
it's going to be a tough one. They are a pesky squad. Millennium Perry did not play in the first meeting between these two teams. He's one of the best scorers in the Mountain West Conference. Should be on the floor for the Falcons tomorrow.
All right. Good week. Really good week. Looking forward to a weekend. Maybe get on the golf course. Enjoy the weekend, the Olympics, whatever it is you got. The Herd with Colin Cowherd is next. The Jim Rome Show will follow that. Kenny Thomas is in with a show called Unfiltered with Kenny Thomas. He'll do that at 4 o'clock, and then we're back with award-winning radio. We will do it on Monday, starting at 7 a.m. Adrian, great week. Appreciate everything you're doing on the TV side. He is JJ Buck. I am merely Jeff Symbieta. Big weekend for you, huh?
Huge.
All right, enjoy it. Be good to each other. Please have a great, safe weekend. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. We'll smell you tomorrow.
We would like to thank the following sponsors for making this broadcast possible. International Protective Services is a proud supporter of ProView Sports and New Mexico Youth Athletic. IPS provides residential and commercial security services in the Albuquerque metro area. For more info, please call 505-897-2420 or visit internationalprotectiveservice.com.
From the Sandia foothills to the banks of the Rio Grande, generations of families remain. For 5 generations, Gallus Chevrolet has handed down values written in stone, leading the way under sun-filled skies, past the vintage glow of Route 66. Built by generations past, built for generations to come. This is New Mexico. This is Gallus.
Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Across the state of New Mexico, different journeys will begin. And when their journeys unite, together will become one experience. Our campuses across New Mexico in Portales, Roswell, and Ruidoso come together to provide you the support as one family. We are one family that share one goal, one opportunity at a time. We are One Eastern.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Find a booth that's real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Burrito Express is proud to announce that we are the official burrito spot of ProView Networks. Since 1982, with 6 locations serving Albuquerque, Rio Rancho, and Roswell, the question is, red or green? Let's go to the burrito. Visit letsgototheburrito.com and order now.